Usually when I travel, I try to make it comfortable. I buy my tickets from Emirates. I fly usually with Boeing. I read the books I bought on Amazon, or I listen to the audiobooks I bought on Audible. And you? Hello and welcome back to Polar Accent Maker, your professional accent coach. Today we will talk about the words that you use on an everyday basis, even if you don't speak English at the particular moment. I'm talking about the names of huge brands and international companies. Let's see if I manage to make you surprised. Stay with me, please. Let's start with our first one, which is not Apple, not Apple, not Apple. And don't think that we say Apple because Apple produces iPhone. No, absolutely not. We say Apple. Apple. You have a very broad A at the very beginning. Apple. Apple. This A is the same kind of A that you have in abbreviation from application. App. Apple. In American accent, this sound is very similar, however, a little bit broader, and we say apple, apple, but the same like app, application, app, apple. And let's take a look at our example. This app was designed by Apple. This app was designed by Apple. And our second word is this one. I usually hear Amazon as if it was amazing. And indeed, the company itself is amazing, but these two words, they have no correlation. We should say Amazon. Amazon. So we have the same kind of A that we actually had in Apple. Apple, Amazon.
In the British accent, you have actually two options.
Amazon with reduced ending zin, Amazon. But you can also say Amazon, Amazon, pronouncing this zon. In the American accent, you also say Amazon, so you have A, like application, app, Anna. But you can say Amazon with zon, but you can also say Amazon with A, Amazon. So please remember, we don't put stress on the second syllable, but actually on the very first syllable, Amazon. And what might be helpful here is taking a look at the logo of the company. The arrow starts exactly on A, so where you should place the stress. And then it shows you which syllable you need to reduce. Amazon, Amazon. Let's take a look at our example. Anna adores Amazon. Anna adores Amazon. And the next word. Usually people, at least in Poland, pronounce it the way they see it or the way they would pronounce it in Polish. So something like audible or audible. Because in Polish we say, for example, auto or audycja with au. Please remember, whenever you have AU, you never pronounce it like ow or o. You pronounce it like o. Audible. Exactly the same way you pronounce auto, authority, or automatic. O, audible. In the American accent, you have two options. You can say audible, but you can also say audible. Audible or audible with long a. In our sentence, I need to buy this book from Audible. Or in American accent, I need to buy this book from Audible. Our next word is this one. And usually, at least in Poland, people pronounce it like Nivea. So the way the Polish phonetic system would suggest we should pronounce it. However, it's not Nivea like Ikea, but it's not Nivea, but Nivea. Nivea. What might be helpful for Polish people is imagining like in a word, for example, Nysa. Nysa Nivea, Nivea, Nisa. And let's take a look at our example. The best cream ever is the Nivea cream. The best cream ever is the Nivea cream. And our next word is this one. And it's not Palmolive. It's Palmolive. Palmolive. So what happens? You don't stress the first syllable like Palmolive, like palm. No, you stress the second syllable, Palmolive. And please do realize that actually this name consists of two words. Palm, like a palm tree. So you don't pronounce L, the L is silent, you prolong R. Palm and olive. Palmolive, and you stress the second word, Palmolive. In the American accent, we usually say olive, like olive oil, instead of olive. So we would say Palmolive. Palmolive, we would have two long A's there, one from palm and one from olive. Palmolive, the stress remains on the second syllable, Palmolive. And let's take a look at our example. I'm hesitating between buying the Nivea and Palmolive. Or in the American accent, I'm hesitating between buying the Nivea and Palmolive. And another tricky one. It's not Nestle. Do you remember how we pronounce the French or Italian endings? Final E accent aigu was A. Italian ending, for example, from penne was A. And here we will do an illogical thing. We will say Nestle. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please watch my film about the names of food or coffees. However, we have two potential pronunciations here. We can say Nestle, but we can also say Nestle. Nestle, which is actually a standard American pronunciation. Nestle. Nestle, like Ness and Lee, Nestle, or Nestle. And another one. And now, surprise, surprise, it's not Nike. It doesn't rhyme with the name Mike likes Nike. No, not at all, forget it. These are two completely different words. We pronounce it like Nike, Nike, so it rhymes with psyche, psyche, Nike. In our example, it will be good for Mike's psyche if he buys something of Nike. And another one that is pretty difficult. In Polish, people pronounce it like Levis, Lewisy, kupiłam nowe Lewisy. Whereas we don't pronounce it like Levis, we pronounce it like Levi's, Levi's. Both in the British and American accent, we say Levi's. Lee, like a name of a guy. Lee, Levi's. In our example, Lee has bought a new pair of jeans by Levi's. In the American accent, Lee has bought a new pair of jeans by Levi's. And now let's go to the aviation industry. And the name of one of the most popular and prestigious airlines. And now it's a public statement. You should not say Emirates. I know that you hear it mispronounced around you all the time. I know that even some sources might show you that you should pronounce it like Emirates, but no. The correct pronunciation is Emirates. Emirates with a reduced ending. There is no A, there is it. Emirates. Exactly the same way we pronounce the name of the country, the United Arab Emirates. Or in the American accent, the United Arab Emirates. If you don't believe me, please listen to the official commercial of the Emirates Airlines.
Fly Emirates, the best economy class in the world.
And this fragment was pronounced with American accent, so I will say with the British one. Fly Emirates, the best economy class in the world. And another word from the aviation industry. In Poland, I usually hear it pronounced like Boeing or Boeing, whereas the correct pronunciation is Boeing. Boeing, or American accent, Boeing. Boeing, Boeing, like David Bowie. Bowie, Boeing, as simple as that. Boeing. In our example, David Bowie is flying with Boeing. And let's sum up everything we've learned today. Apple, Amazon or Amazon or Amazon. Audible, Nivea, Palmolive or Palmolive. Nestle or Nestle. Nike, Levis, Emirates and Boeing. I hope you've enjoyed this relatively challenging lesson, and from now on you will know how to pronounce the name of these brands properly, and you will, because only this way we can make this world a better place. If you like this film, please make sure that you've subscribed to my channel and you follow me on my other social media profiles. I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye. Our next word is this one. And it's not Palmolive with... Nie, no właśnie, nie. Tak się, jak po polsku ludzie to mówią? Palmolive, tak się to mówi po polsku. Palmolive, Jezus, jeszcze zapomniałam, jak to się mówi. Palmolive, tak. And our next word is this one. And it's not Palmolive, it's Palmolive. Palmolive. So what